The next topic will be about how to simplify radicals. Look at this. It has a root there, right? But it doesn't have an index number. It doesn't have a root number here. If I don't see a number, what does that mean?
Square.
It's a square root. So if you don't see any number, it means square root. For square roots, how many as a group do I need to get out? Okay, cell phone put away, please. Two as a group to get out. So there are many ways to do it, but like in this school, they want you to break it down to the prime factor because it always works. So that would be what I suggest you to do too. So 72 can be broken down as what times what? And if you're not sure, like because it's even, right? So for sure it can be divided by 2. This one is 3 also. Yeah. So what do you want to break it to? Or you can break it with bigger number if you want to. What is it? 36 times 2, is that right? Okay, 36 can be broken down as 6 times 6. So 6 can be broken down as 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. So I can stop here. And how do I know when to stop?
Whenever we can not divide the numbers.
Yeah, and they are prime numbers, so there's no more factor, right? So I can rewrite 72 as 2 times 2 times 2. I have 3 of them, right? And then 3 times 3. And I have 5 of the x and then 4 of the y, correct? So I know this looks kind of tedious, but it always works, and it really doesn't take that much time, right? Just 10 more seconds. Okay, how many as a group do I need?
2.
2 as a group. So I have one group of 2, right? When they get out, it comes as just 1, 2. Because you have one group, right? Okay, what else do I have?
3.
One group of 3. So get out as just 3. How many group of x?
2.
2 group of x. So x and x. How many group of y?
2.
2 group of y. So come out as y and y, right? Under the roots, I still have 2 and an x. Can we see that? So final answer is going to multiply all of them together. 2 times 3 is 6. X to the second power, y to the second power, square root of.
Where did you get 2 times
Where, where do I get what?
after the 2 and multiply by 3? Yeah, that one.
This one? Okay. You still have a 2 under the root and you still have an x under the root. Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't get out, so they were the leftover one. Okay, so how do I know this is correct? I can actually check it. This is square root, right? So if you do 6 square is what? 6 times 6 is 36 times a 2 here would be 72, the original number. And this is square, right? Square here is 2 and 2 is 4, and 1 more is 5. And then square here and square root, 2 square is 4. So you should be able to get back to the original question. Are we okay? Yes.
When we do these kind of questions, do you always want us to do that?
I do, like, because I will give you like difficult number that you cannot just automatically think of it. But if you have some other way, as long as you show your step on the test, it will be okay. All right, and you get the right answer. Okay. But like, yeah, this school they require us to show you this. All right, so let's do one more for the radical stuff. So simplify. Cube root of 1200 x cubed y to the 5th. So this time it's not square root anymore because it has a little index number up here, say 3, right? So this is what kind of root? This is going to be a cube root. For cube roots, how many as a group do we need to get it out? 3 as a group, okay. So 3 as a group to get out. Alright, so for 1,200, it's kind of hard to break it down, right? What can I do? It's even for sure. It can be what times what? 2 times 600, that hurts, and 2 times 300, and then 2 times 150, and then 2 times 75. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And then I cannot use 2 anymore, right? But it ends with 5, so I'm pretty sure it can be divided by 5 times. Huh? 15 is correct. You guys are good. And then 3 times 5. Okay. Alright, so we can stop here because all these numbers are prime numbers. And cube roots, don't forget the little 3. We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 of them. I have 1 3. I have 2 5. And then I have x, 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 y, 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 y. So it looks tedious, but it doesn't take that long. And this time I need how many as a group again?
3.
3 as a group. So I have a group of what? 2. Get out as just 2, right? What else? A group of x and a group of y. Okay, that's all, right? And then inside, I'm going to have whatever left, right? 2 times 3 times 5 times 5, and then y and y, right? That's all I have. Did I miss anything? No, okay. So the final answer is going to be 2xy. And then inside, I'm going to have this 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 3 times 5 is 15. Together we have 150. Y to the second power. Okay, I want everybody to stop and look at this. This is not right. What's wrong with it? The cube. So if I see something, anybody need science? We will pass it back. If I see this on the competence exam, because we can only grade right or wrong, what would I say for this?
Wrong.
I'm going to say, oh, that's so close. But I have to mark it wrong because I don't have a cube here. So for me to correct this, I just need to put a 3 here, right? Why is that significant? Because if this is a square root, I can still put a y out, right? And I still have a group of 5 to get out, right? So it's a totally different question. So make sure
Next topic
you have
is
a 3
going
here.
to
I'm going
be
to try to remind
inequality.
you too. So be extra careful with this one. Are we okay with this? All right. So for equation, it comes with equal sign, right? How about inequality? What do they have? So instead of equal to, what do we have? Less than, greater than. So greater than, less than. What else? Greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. So we want you to remember, when do we use parenthesis and open circle? When do we use brackets and close circle? Which sign go with the parenthesis? Do you remember? Is it the one without equal to? Okay, because this means not including the points. Like try to organize all your handouts, and starting the actual material, we will give you handouts, so you want to put them in order. Every time when you take the test, we're going to check your notebook, okay? At the end, if you have a good one, you may get some extra credits. All right, so brackets or closed circle, it will go with the one equal to. Okay. This means including those points. All right, there was one more thing that go with one of them is the infinitive and negative infinitive. Which one does it belong to? Is it parenthesis or brackets? Parenthesis. So the negative infinitive and positive infinitive, we don't know exactly where they are, so we cannot include that point. That's why it goes with parenthesis. Okay, so we're going to try example. For this one, it comes with 3 parts, so you have to be extra careful to get all the credits. We ask you to solve it. We ask you to graph it. And we ask you to write the answer in interval notation. Okay. So, solve, graph, write answer in interval notation. So the question we ask you to do is solving negative 4 minus 3x less than equal to 1. So we're solving for x, meaning x need to be by itself, and we need to move everything else somewhere else. So what can I do first? I can move the 4. The opposite of subtracting 4 is going to be adding 4 both sides. Okay, so negative 3x less than equal to 5. Okay, and to solve that, I need to do the opposite of this, right? So what is happening here? Yeah, this is multiplying together, so the opposite would be dividing by negative 3, right? So x, and then this is negative 5 over 3, and what would that be?
It would be less than x is greater than or equal to.
Okay, so we are suggested to flip this. Is that correct? This is correct, but why are we doing that?
Because it's not negative anymore.
Because what?
It's not negative anymore.
Okay. So let me write down the rule first. So for inequality, when you multiply or divide negative number to both sides, you need to flip the directions of the sign. So the reason for that is so say if I have 5 and 6. Okay. 5 is less than or greater than 6? Less than 6, right? But if I multiply negative 1 to both sides, then I'm going to have negative 5 and negative 6, right? So now which one is smaller?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. So it's kind of changed the dynamic of them. When you multiply negative 1, that's why you have to flip that sign. So sometimes students just keep flipping it every single time, and that is not right. So you only flip it when you multiply and divide negative numbers. So don't flip it every single time. All right? So we just solve it. And if I need to graph it, what are the steps? For graphing, I need to first, it's going to be graphing on a number line, so we need to draw a line. So after we draw a line, like that, the next thing is we need to find that point. Locate the point. Do I need to worry about where it's 0, where it's 1, stuff like that? Not really. Just say, okay, it's like -5/3. That's what I want. So this side is negative infinitive or positive infinitive?
Negative.
Negative infinitive. This side is positive infinitive, right? So after we locate the points, all we need to do is we need to shade which direction it's supposed to cover. And then decide if it's going to be closed circle brackets or open circle parentheses. So this particular answer say x is any number and this side with what? Greater than or equal to. So which side have greater number?
To the right.
To the right hand side, all the big number is over here, right? So that's why we shade that part. And because it come with equal, so it should come with what? Brackets. Like some students learn it with closed circle. If that's what you want, that's fine. But the reason I do that is this is the graphing part. And when you need to write the interval notation, if you did the graphing part correctly, it's just like using that, I don't know why I do it on the computer, and bring it down here. So this is starting with brackets, right? And then this number, right? -5/3, comma. This is going all the way to infinitive. Infinitive always come with parentheses. So if you grab it correctly, it just like drop it down here. All right? And like, please do not write something like this. Even though it look correct, right? But this is not right because, and I'm going to be very sad if you did that, you need to start with small number on this side to the big number on the other side. Are we okay? So that's one example for inequality. We will give you one more. I know you're tired. Me too. One more for solving inequalities. Solving 5 less than 3x plus 10 less than equal to 12. So we're still solving for x, but this comes with 3 parts. If I want to isolate the x first, I should do what? Subtract 3? Divide by 3? Subtract 10 first. Okay. So let's subtract 10 in the middle. If we subtract 10 in the middle, we also need to do what? Subtract 10 both sides. On the left, on the right. That's good. All right. So on the left, now we have -5 less than 3x less than equal to 2. Okay, almost done. You need to divide 3 in the middle and also on the left, on the right. So answer is -5/3 less than x less than equal to 2/3. Do I have to flip those signs? No, because we didn't multiply or divide negative number, right? Okay, so this is how you solve it. This is the answer. How about the graphing part? To graph, first we do draw a line. Second, we will locate the 2 points, the small number first, -5/3, and then 2/3, right? Negative infinitive over here, positive infinitive over here, right? And where is x? X is between these two numbers. So if it's between these two numbers, I should do what? Where do I shade? Shade between them, right? So because x is between them, so we shade between them. So this side, do we use parentheses or brackets? Parentheses without equal. The last part with equal, we will use brackets. Are we okay? So that's how you graph it. And once you graph it correctly, you can do the interval notation, right? So for interval notation, we start with parentheses like here with what number? Negative 5 over 3, comma, all the way to 2 over 3, close it with brackets. So if you graph it correctly, it just bring it down, right? Are we okay? All right. Questions?